Hello everyone, welcome to PyNet Labs. My name is Chirag, and in this video today we are going to discuss a very important question, which is that can you do your networking labs online without real devices? So a lot of people have this misconception that the networking labs cannot be practiced or cannot be done without having a real router or switch. So today we are going to discuss about that. Is it possible or is it better or how exactly does it work? So first of all, in order to work with computer networking or networking, you need to have all these devices handy, right? Like the router, the switch, the firewall. And when we talk about performing labs in real life, it is quite not possible to have access to all these devices. So you might be able to buy one router or two router, or maybe your training or training institute might be able to provide you with the access of a particular router, but you cannot obviously have the access to all the routers which are provided by Cisco, right? Or all the firewalls provided by Cisco or any other vendor, all the switches which are provided by any particular organization. So in order to work with the real devices, it is really difficult to manage the resources. So as an alternative, we have got various simulators, which gives you an experience that is very much real and that gives you the ability to work with them and practice on these devices without having to worry about their cost and their accessibility, because you can anytime open the simulator, you can anytime practice. So this will give you not just a better ability to work with a wide range of devices, but will also give you a better availability. Availability as in you can open your lab anytime, you can practice anytime. You don't have to visit any particular office or any particular uh, server room to practice your labs. And also, it is not impacting your real life experience. So today we are going to talk about some of the great network simulation tools that we also use in our trainings at PyNet Labs. So let's see what exactly they are. The first one that I'm going to introduce you to is Cisco Packet Tracer. So Cisco Packet Tracer gives you the ability of gaining real skills with powerful network devices. And not just a simple router or a switch, but a wide range of devices are available in Cisco Packet Tracer. So let's have a look how Cisco Packet Tracer looks like. I have opened it here on my screen. This is your Cisco Packet Tracer. In Cisco Packet Tracer, if you look at the available devices, there is not a single router or a single switch that you can use. There is a different series. There are different series of routers that you can pick and manage as per your requirements. Secondly, if you look at switches, so again, you get to see a whole range and a series of switches which you can use in your labs to practice your concepts. Not just router or switches, you get to see end devices as well, like PC, laptop, server, IP phone, TV, and managing all these things in real life is quite not possible, right? So this definitely gives you a better hand on practicing your networking labs with the help of these simulators. So all you need to do is you need to pick up the PC, click on it, and then place it onto your workspace like this. Similarly, for example, I want to use a router. I have to click on it, click on whatever series of router you want, and then click on the white area to place that device into your setup. Now you must be asking or wondering that what about managing the device? Like what about taking access of the router and managing it so that we can work on it? So that also Cisco has managed to provide you a real life experience. So in real life, we take one router, we take a laptop, we connect to that router using a console cable, and we take the access of that particular router's CLI through a terminal app like Putty, a very famous one. Same thing can be achieved with Packet Tracer also. We have a router, we have a PC, we'll go to connections. We will take this blue console cable, connect it to PC, connect it to router on the console port, open the PC, go to desktop, open the terminal app, say OK, and there you have got the CLI. After that, you can practice or configure whatever you want onto your particular router. Not just that, along with the router switches, there are various other devices also, which nowadays you might find very difficult to find them in the market. Like we have hubs. Hubs nowadays are not used in real life, but in some environment, probably if you want to test out something, then Cisco Packet Tracer gives you the ability of using it as well into your labs. Then we have got some wireless devices as well, like the access points are there, the home routers that we use in our homes, that is available to us. WLC, all these devices in real life cost a lot. So it is not very easy to manage to have them with you to practice your labs. So Packet Tracer is giving you the ability of working with them where you don't need any actual hardware. All you need is this Packet Tracer software and you are good to go. Similarly, just like Cisco Packet Tracer, we have got another simulator that is EVE-NG. EVE-NG is also a great networking simulator that we utilize for practicing the advanced labs. Or you can say, for example, if you are preparing for CCNA, then Cisco Packet Tracer is more than enough for that. But if you go for further studies of networking like CCNP, or you want to practice something very advanced with some advanced devices or maybe with some other vendors devices, then EVE-NG is also a great platform to practice the networking labs. So it gives you again the similar kind of abilities. Let's have a look onto the GUI of EVE-NG as well. So with Eve, you can work with various vendors. Like I'll open my EVE-NG here in front of you. This is one of my EVE-NG. I have another one here. And all these list of topologies, which you can see, these are some pre-created and topologies that I have worked on earlier. So you can see some routers. I'll open them and show you again. And basically, it gives you the ability of working with multiple vendors, not just Cisco. It gives you to work with Cisco, Juniper, Huawei, Checkpoint, Palo Alto, F5, and many more. And the best part is you can design your network as per your requirements. It doesn't has to be limited to one router or two router. You have your requirements and you get those devices with yourself. If you want 10 routers, you add 10 routers. If you want 10 switches, you add 10 switches. Third good point is the efficiency. So with EVE-NG, there is no risk of, we can say, losing the configurations. If you have given some configurations and you have saved it properly, you get the ability of working on it again, and it works really fast. So without the risk of touching a real network where you might mess up with things, you can simulate a similar setup into your EVE-NG and practice your labs without the risk of making a mistake, or without the risk of, you can say, making a trouble for your network. Because now you are practicing it in a virtual environment. So it is totally safe even if you misconfigure something, or even if you make up a mess, which is quite obvious when you learn something, right? Then the next good point about learning over these virtual environments is the flexibility. So you are not, again, you are not restricted to a particular environment. If you have taken three routers, you have created a topology, and now all of a sudden you want to add two more, then no one is going to stop you. You can just simply click a couple of options and you are good to add two more routers. And how does these work? Let me open one of the lab for you. So I have one of the lab where I explained about redistribution and multi-area configurations of OSPF. So we have got a lot of routers here, right? So all you need is you need to right click on it, start your device. Once it turns blue, you are good to take the access of the device. If I click on it, a putty session is created and you can see it is booting the image. Now this image that we are having here is something that you also see in real life. So It is not that by learning on EVNG or packet tracer, you are missing on something. Actually, you are getting some more advantages as compared to what you see in the real life or with the real devices. So if you also think that your practice on EVNG or packet tracer is not going to be good enough to be able to be used in the real life or to work with real devices, then you are wrong. This is going to help you a lot in learning the things better and with a better availability, as I explained earlier. So this was something which I wanted to mention in this video. I hope the point is clear now. Thank you so much. I'll see you in some other video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day.